it's the iconic namesake of the trail. It's what everybody wants to go do. I think it's on every Jeepers bucket list for sure.
Every year, Dixie invites a select group to experience an iconic trail or off-road area.
This time tomorrow we'll be on the road, riding with you in the sunnier days. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Hey buddy, talk to me about that.
That was fun.
Engine problems?
No, just burrito time.
After an excellent first day, we make it to Buck Island Lake to set up camp.
Morning, Shane. How was the
Good
night?
morning. Very good. Good night's sleep, ready to go again. You?
It's all about, it was great. I mean, what's not to love, right?
Perfect.
It's another gorgeous day and time to get loaded up and back on the trail. really fascinating to watch the lines evolve on each obstacle. We came across this Toyota pickup truck mid-morning. The drivetrain was completely blown out of it. Being the lead Jeep means you get to try it first. If you're on the fence about running beadlocks, take a look at this. The bridge at Rubicon Springs looks pretty narrow from the driver's seat. Rubicon Springs is a great place to take a break from the trail, maybe grab a bite to eat, and relax for a bit.
This time tomorrow we'll be on the road, riding with you in the sunnier days. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Have a good one, guys.
All right, now it's time to get up Cadillac Hill.
Stand on that wall, Nick.
Taking the good with the ups and downs.
Bring it up.
I
Still good.
wanna see how the world turns round.
Slow.
Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be.
They ain't just driving. Keep smiling. Alright, that was the cleanest line through.
Thank you, Steve.
Perfect. Hold on.
Home is with you wherever that may be.
As the shadows grow long, it's time for us to find a place to camp for the night.
How's this look, Brad?
Good enough for me.
And this is where we'll sleep tonight.
We set up camp at the edge of Miller Lake. Unbelievably beautiful, and it felt completely different from our previous campsite at Buck Island. take a walk to the campsite and see what everybody's up to. Maybe I'll get lucky and find some dinner. What'd you make, Sharon?
I made stir-fried bison, rice, and veggies.
Oh, so it smells great, you guys. Just
You
saying.
are welcome to share.
I'll have a taste of that. That looks
Okay.
great.
When was the last time you
Last hammers I
did that?
What's for dinner?
We got peppered beef hanger steak.
You're the man. Would you love those?
The
who come
burrito on the
prepared?
Yeah, right.
A beautiful, cool morning as the sun rose on Miller Lake.
So the Rubicon is, well, clearly Jeep has a model Jeep named Rubicon. So to own a Jeep or to own a Jeep shop and not go run the Rubicon is kind of hard to do. So for us, it's important to get out and know how to use them, build them, go see real life action. We clearly have a shop in St. George, we have a shop in Moab. It was nice to come to somewhere totally different, something you have to pack for, plan for. And truthfully, we brought very well-equipped Jeeps. I was the underdog of the group for the vehicle-wise. I was running a 2020 Jeep Gladiator with just a basic 3.5-inch short arm lift kit and 39s. So far, we've only tagged 2 taillights, and barely skimmed them. We haven't hurt nobody. I think I've touched everywhere underneath the Jeep for sure, Those rock sliders took some major pivoting and sliding on some rocks to work that long wheelbase around, especially loaded up with camping gear. I mean, it's got easily 500 pounds in the back of it or more. And I was at the back of the group. So for me being at the back, I'm the only one that's ran the trail. And that's what's kind of fun is, you don't always, once you're on a trail that you're on the trail, half the fun is figuring out the obstacle yourself. So for me not having a winch and having a long vehicle, because it was a last minute vehicle choice I brought, I was at the back, but I also had to be smart enough to stay close enough that I didn't fall back. But as far as the rest of the group goes, I think it was better that they were ahead of us because it makes you not rely on someone. You kind of learn the area, you learn what your Jeep's doing, you find that, and that's what makes it really fun. You're conquering things, you're figuring it out, and that's what life's all about, right? Find a little challenge, figure out how to get over it. You get over it, you're happier. You learn from it, you do better. If someone helps you, you're happy, but you learn better on your own.
Bags are packed, are you ready to go? This time tomorrow we'll be on the road, riding with you in the sunnier days. I wouldn't want it any other way.
All right, so here we are. We're back at Dixie 4-Wheel Drive in St. George, Utah. We're in the shop. Jeeps are unloaded. We just returned from running the Rubicon Trail, and I'm here with Brad. I rode with Brad all week. He was nice enough to put up with me. We're still talking, which is good.
Yeah, we're still friends.
Somewhat.
A little closer, we're still friends.
Right, yeah.
Tight tent.
I'll tell you about the tent experience later. But so Brad, I had a quick interview with you just before we got on the trail. It was both of you guys' first time on the Rubicon. So
Right.
now that you finished it, you ran it, we did the entire thing. We overnighted for 2 nights. Tell me your thoughts about the Rubicon. What'd you think after? You've done a lot of wheeling. I mean, guys, this guy I would consider to be a pro, right?
Done a lot. Easy with pro. Easy. Done a lot of wheeling in my days. Yes, that's a fact. Experience with Rubicon. There's nothing I've wheeled before that's like it. It's not only just the trail, it is the
gorgeous scenery around that
Yeah,
place.
for sure.
It's the granite, it's the trees, it's the everything about it. It's
Yeah.
different traction, it's different obstacles.
Talk to
For
me,
me, it's kind of like the hammers. If anybody's ever wheeled the hammers, the boulders move, the rocks move, instead of
Yeah.
like Moab or Sand Hollow, that the rocks don't move.
Yeah.
If they move, they're breaking off and going somewhere, never to be touched again type thing.
yeah.
So it's definitely it's an ever-changing trails, ever-changing terrain you're on.
Sure.
What the Jeep in front of you, behind you is driving, isn't what the next person's going to be driving over. So
Yeah. And I know, let's talk about traction for a second. That was one of the first things we noticed was Rubicon is primarily granite boulders.
Right.
With a silt, you guys, that is probably like graphite. Once it gets on the rock,
It's
so
slick.
it's very slick. So traction was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be, looking at pictures. Right. Once we got out through it, I mean, there were times where when I was filming, just trying to move up and down an obstacle, there were several people falling down. I was editing last night, and you see ground sky happening. So that presented a few challenges and some of those obstacles, right?
It took a little while to get used to how the Jeep reacts, how the tires don't grab it, what situations you need to do as far as how to make it over them.
Yeah.
Different wheeling. Everybody needs to go do that. Like I said before, if you're an avid Jeeper, this is definitely on your bucket list of things you have to go do.
Yeah.
I will
definitely
go
do,
back.
right?
I will
Yeah.
go back.